Oh, hey GRI 201, it's Daija Wickham here, and we got
Bruce Kroboff.
and
Nick Beeman.
all right, and we're gonna talk about some stuff. First off, GRI 201, gender, race, and identity. Jody tries to go over as much as he can, but sometimes he can't hit everything. No one's perfect, although he's pretty close. All right, so I'm gonna talk about the flag that the artist put, and there was like an axe going through it. So it was a piece of art. He was using it to try to get people's attention because Americans are obsessed with the flag. So it's like the minute they see it on the floor, they're like, "Whoa, what's going on?" And it's like then the axe was coming down. He definitely had a purpose. Like he had a purpose. He had a placement of what he wanted to get out there. I respect him 100% for it, and a lot of people got twisted over it. But Homeboy was in the Air Force. If anyone has the right to like use it as a symbol in artwork, he definitely does. He risked his life for our country and for values that he feels aren't being upheld. Which, respect. They're not really being upheld. America has hit rock bottom. And now we go to Nick.
All right, so throughout the semester there was incidents, uh, mainly racial-bound incidents, and so the president of the university was sending out emails. I'd say like a couple of days after the incident would take place, basically apologizing while giving like a half-ass apology about what happened and like um, really just apologizing for what occurred and how they were going to try to prevent from future occurrences. And
They did nothing.
the emails really didn't support anything. It was just another factor adding on to the difference.
So I'm going to talk about racial tensions and the Muslim identities. We had some people come in and talk to us about their identity in the Muslim community and how hard it is for them in any community. It seems to be especially here. But after the World Trade Centers were attacked in 2001, the Muslim community was targeted and upheld to different standards that didn't really respect them and who they are. There's been racial slurs, derogatory gestures, as well as people on our own campus that are giving them wrong looks, basically saying you don't belong here. Um, some of these took place in 2017, and some of them took place before.
Another thing we wanted to hit on as far as identities go was Sam. He came in talking about how he is a Native American and the Native American identity. The injustices that have happened to the Native people have gone on for years since we came to America and basically conquered this territory. They were the OG Americans. They've been here since the beginning, and yet we just came in. We like killed off their people, and back then it was good to dilute your bloodlines so you were less Native because then you wouldn't be treated as like badly if you were like full Native. But now they make them carry a blood card, which is that's not cool. Like carrying a blood card, you're not an animal. They are human beings. They are Americans. They're not like cattle. Okay. But they have to carry a blood card, and now like the more Native you have in you, the better. So it's like they went to try and dilute their stuff so they wouldn't get killed off, and now they're trying to keep it alive because their tribes are running out. Their people are running low. Because yeah, no, Americans are not. They're not cool. So yeah. Now we're gonna talk about issue resolution.
So some of the resolutions that we can enforce or so to say like support would be multiracial organizations such as the one Jody's in, either on campus or just around the community for different individuals to attend and gain the support and really help for the actions that they might have been influenced by other people, and they should be available either, if not 24/7, most of the day.
I'm going to talk about integrating learning in about other racial identities into the classroom and how it should be in every class and not just a diversity credit. So that way we know more about each other, and instead of it being black and white space, we can maybe integrate to be more of an us space with every identity. So that way we're not separate. Although there'll always be social behaviors that aren't acceptable, As if you were white in a black community or black in a white community, there's ways we can get around it and learn from each other and create a better society.
Finally, like as far as fixing stuff, we should start holding everybody to the same standard. So there shouldn't be like someone shouldn't get cut off the hook because they're on a sports team, or let off the hook because they're a female or anything like that. Like everyone should be held to the same standard when it comes to punishments or when it comes to just life in general. Um, yeah, we shouldn't be having people that are like up high on this pedestal and then people that are down here. Like we should all be on this pedestal up here. So yeah, and now we're gonna talk about sustainability.
All right, so being able to sustain the resolutions that I mentioned before in this video, you gotta make it accessible to everybody. Like, no matter what you may look like, your upbringing, the religion you believe in, what your identity is, it shouldn't matter. They should be able to be free in this space and not be discriminated against or looked at differently than anybody else.
By creating resolutions that are sustainable, improvements can be made, and better sociological communities can be created, so that way we work together and not against each other.
And lastly, without the sustainability of the resolutions, we're just going to have situations that cause more harm than good. We're going to have stuff that is going to fail, and we don't want it to fail. We want these resolutions to continue and be sustained and provide a positive impact in our environment and to make things better, not make it worse. So, yeah. Thanks, guys. Bye.